Hey everyone. I've recently become interested in studying Zen, and how I've embarked on that journey is by starting with a book called Zen and the Art of Archery. The reason why I chose that as my starting point is because I've been doing archery since I was about 12. I was really interested in it from an early age when I was a kid and ended up picking up a bow and got into it, and I've never stopped. I found something about target shooting to be really relaxing. It really helps me to focus my mind. And the concept of viewing archery as a form of meditation and a spiritual practice was really fascinating to me. So in reading this book, I discovered some really dramatic parallels that I can draw to the process of writing electronic music. And I wanted to share those with you guys because I think it can really enhance your process of writing tunes. The first thing I took note of was ritualization of the process of shooting. They wouldn't just come in and pick up a bow and, thunk, there goes your shot. There was this whole process they would go through to prepare themselves to even draw the bow. In another common access point to Zen, Ikebana, which is Japanese floral arranging, how they would approach that is they would get the flowers in bundles and they'd be wrapped, and rather than cutting off the ties that would wrap the flowers in a very careless manner, they would actually meticulously untie them. And I think that how we can draw that back to the process of music production, it's all about your headspace. These activities of preparation, these meticulous steps they would go through, would ensure that your mind isn't elsewhere when you're preparing. So it's about being present, it's about being focused, it's about really truly being there in your mind. And you might want to think, how are you when you enter your music production time? When you hit the studio, are you thinking about 10 million other things? Have you just woken up and rushed in there? What kind of mindset are you in, and what kind of headspace are you in when you're writing? And perhaps for you, there's some type of ritual that you could undergo to prepare for that. For me, what I do is I like doing yoga and meditation before I go into the studio. I also like making sure that I'm properly nourished. I did a blog post a little while ago about some of the things that I eat in the morning and drink. And one of those things is a big, huge glass of green juice, which just gets me amazingly prepared for the process of writing music. So whatever that is for you, I think there's power in these rituals and ensuring that you're in the right headspace. Something else that I found fascinating was that their focus is not to hit the target. Their focus is on everything but. It's on the breathing, connecting with the breath. It's on the posture and the stance. It's on holding the bow in the state of highest tension and waiting. And when you do all of those things, interestingly, you can't do anything except hit the target. So relating this back to music production, if you come into the studio and are like, I have to write a track that sounds like this, I have to write a banger, I have to write something that's going to be in the Beatport top 10, that is bullseye thinking. You're focusing only on the target, on the end result. Whereas I think there's incredible value in focusing on everything that surrounds the shot, the bullseye. And in this case, for music, it would be things like synthesis, on sound design, on sample library organization, on arranging the tune. And when you connect with and strengthen all of those other skills, you won't be able to do anything except write a really, really solid tune. The final thing that I noticed is how they actually take the shot. In Zen archery, it's the archer's job to wait in the state of highest tension, the state of highest readiness, the state of highest preparation. And they say that the shot happens all on its own. So in music, we can relate that back to being in creative flow. When you're focusing on too much on forcing things, if you're giving yourself deadlines and focusing on writing a particular style of music that you're really, really attached to, you take yourself out of the creative flow and make it much more difficult for you to channel and manifest things. Whereas if you instead kind of give up the reins, if you back off and release your attachment to the end result, and instead focus on being in your artistic state of highest tension, of highest readiness, then I believe that the track will happen much more seamlessly. It'll happen almost like it's happening on its own. So as I continue my research, I hope down the road there's more insights like this that'll pop up. But for now, those are some ones that I wanted to share with you. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Talk to you soon.